tried a 12-hour print and failed. Oh no. That's so sad. Long prints stress me out so much because of that. Let's see, let's plug this guy in so we'll hopefully get less lag on my tablet. There we go. Aw, dang, that sucks. That's rough. Hey, Candy, thank you. This is for myself and Patreon members, people who buy STLs, all that. So this is gonna be the multicolor files for the next doggy flexi pack I have coming out in February. Yeah, I have not done Falcor. I don't do any copywritten IP. Nothing that I don't own. Actually, let's do white for underneath here. Oops. Thanks. Not worth it to me. Plus, I get bored doing fan art, so it's more fun to me to make my original designs anyway. Maybe Candy. I have a baby snake on my list of things to work on, but I have a lot of things to work on. Hey, thanks for the follow, Spark. Oops. It is 11:25 p.m. here. $10.25, nice. $8.26, nice. Yeah, I'm very used to that West Coast to East Coast time difference. I used to live in Cali. Oops. Oh man, come in. Hey, Honk. I think hopefully the technical difficulties are over for now. Even my audio's doing okay tonight, I think. Yes, new streaming setup. How do we like it? Better, worse, yay, nay? Easier to see what I'm doing? Thanks, Spark. Glad you think so. Yeah, because the screen I have is super widescreen. But really, the only area that I'm painting is the area that you're seeing in, like, Bamboo Studios Basic. So you don't really need to see the rest of it. When I have Nomad up, I have all of the screen, all of the tablet showing, so you can see all the tools. You should probably do what your mom says, too, though. You enjoyed seeing the pen? Yeah, I was wondering about if people would prefer that too. Which I can do, like, the desktop setup and use my webcam and point it at my iPad when I'm working too. But especially when I'm in Nomad, it is much easier to see all the different tools with the direct screen sharing versus the camera. So we'll experiment with things and see what we land on. Okay, boxer. Let's do bulldog. You don't have school, eh? That helps. Why is my phone flashlight on? I want to turn that off. There we go. Ooh, very nice, Hawk. You have school tomorrow, but it's your job. That's fair. Oh no, right, Relics. Listen, I can't be held responsible for impacting anybody's sleep schedule. Just because I have a bad sleep schedule doesn't mean y'all have to have bad sleep schedules. Training at 8 a.m. Ick. See, no, I tell you to go bed all the time when you're tired. It's your fault if you don't listen to me. I cannot be held responsible for this. Yeah, because it's my server. I can do what I want. It's not like I go tag you in places. You can turn your notifications off. You're bad influence to each other. You have to bowl tomorrow for finals? Like a bowling alley bowl? I'm confused. Interesting. How does that work? Like, why are you bowling for finals? I'm confused. But you have a pretty blue and pink glitter ball. That's what matters, you know? Oh no, Hawk. The bane of our existence. Supports. schooling go with your schooling? I'm still confused. Or that you'd have a competition final. That would make more sense, actually. A competition, okay. That makes much more sense. Hey, Crafty, how's it going? Awesome, I'm doing pretty good. Experimenting with the new stream setups. Trying to nail down something that is a little bit better. Thanks, Crafty. I'm glad you like it. So, it's not OBS. It's very similar to OBS. Basically, TikTok has their whole own, it's like TikTok streaming studio thing that you can apply for, like if you qualify. Which basically means like don't break any rules and have over 1,000 followers. So I got that set up. And it basically is set up the same as OBS, but TikTok doesn't, as far as I'm aware, it doesn't integrate with any other streaming platform, so I can't actually use OBS. But this should work. Seems to be doing good. Shop accounts need to have 10k followers? Holy smokes. These are more reasons why I don't need to turn my account into a business account. Okay, right. Thanks for hanging out for a bit. Have a good day. You can apply for a stream key. Yeah, I think I've seen, like, because they have the, like, just use your camera. They have, like, the gaming setup, which I think uses the stream key for OBS. And then they also have the TikTok studio thing, which is what I'm using. Because I was also reading that if you do, like, the gaming setup, they, like, they want you to play games on it. You know, not just streaming other things on desktop. So I was like, I don't want to hassle with that if I'm supposed to get, if I'm supposed to be gaming and I'm not, and then I may get it taken away, and I don't want to hassle with that. So I went with the studio option. which as far as I can tell has everything that I would want from OBS anyway. Yes, it is an English Bulldog. I'm so glad you recognized it. This is gonna be out in the February batch of doggies. We're painting all of them. TikTok is pushing sideways videos? That's weird. I noticed that too because in the stream with the Okay, bye Candy. Have a good words. Have a good time at bowling tomorrow. Good luck. But the words that I was going to say. Yeah, with the streaming studio thing, it has an option. Like, it shows me I have a horizontal video format. Which would be great because I can download these and upload them to YouTube later. Because someone was asking about like uploading my streams so that they could watch later. For when they couldn't watch to help with like learning Nomad and stuff. Holy smokes. So that makes that easier for uploading there. But it is fascinating because I'm like, who's gonna watch like a TikTok live stream on their phone in horizontal format? Oh, yeah, it could be good. Yeah, because then I would only have to format it. Because all of my tutorials are formatted for YouTube also, because I put them on YouTube. So, yes. That would be a good option. Then I only have to do formatting once, and it might be a little easier for people to see things when it's horizontal, you know? I have to look into that. Because, like, in my brain, I'm like, if I came across a horizontal video on TikTok, I don't want to go. Like, I don't want to be turning my phone different directions. But at the same time, if the TikTok algorithm is going to push horizontal videos, I will do that. I'm all for working with the algorithm. You can switch between them? Gotcha. Very interesting. I think part of it is like half the reason I'm scrolling on TikTok is when I'm like in bed or like at my desk or like I'm usually in the middle of something else. And so I'm usually scrolling with one hand. And so I think like trying to watch horizontal videos while I'm doing that would be a hassle. But again, if TikTok is going to push them more, then I'll post my videos that are already formatted horizontally for YouTube. I can post them on TikTok. Holy smokes, words. I can post them on TikTok horizontally also. I need to look into that. Sweet. Thanks, Pause and Prince. I'm glad. And thanks for the follow, Victor. Yeah, I know some people kind of like to have kind of like being able to see my hand working while I'm sculpting or coloring in these things, which I totally get because like there's something more satisfying about seeing that. But also everything is so much clearer here, and especially while I'm doing the when I'm working in Nomad versus like this, and people are trying to learn, it's a lot easier for them to see all the tools and stuff that in that setup. Thank you for the follow, Games. Another guy down. And thank you, Next Gen 3D, for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm gonna keep it like that. Let's look at Basset Hound reference. Okay. Let's go here. Let's do the whole head and ears. All his feet, I want to be. And then we can go in with the black. I have such a hard time picking out base pattern, coat patterns for dogs that like have a lot of variations in their coat patterns. Which, like, the Basset Hound isn't even that hard of one to choose. It's just like, how much white do I want showing? But some of them get very tricky. Actually, let's see. We're gonna do those two pieces. Do the little tip of his tail white. Boop. And yeah, I think I'll leave his back feet that color. Ooh, that'd be cool. Pause. I'd have to like do a little scheduling for that, I think. Be like, alright people, this is what I'm doing at this time. Get your tablets, get your programs all set up, and let's go. That'd be super fun though. Dude, that's exactly what I was thinking. I had a phase, so y'all know I've done 2D art and all sorts of things. for years. I had a phase where I did those paint classes. I taught people those classes for a while. Turns out I'm not sociable enough, and I do not have the energy to maintain those. But they were fun. I think I'm also better at teaching now than I was back then. That was like in college. So I think I could do a better job, but yes, I do have experience with that format. They are. Okay, let's see. Let's throw some. Actually, I'm gonna do black on him and then add some white in here. Okay, and let's do a little extra white. Like stretching up here. Sometimes they got that going on. No. Let's not connect those. Okay, I'll do your little face. Here, hold on. Can I turn this light down a little bit? No, that's the lowest it goes. Okay, that's fine. a nose. Good, it's not gonna get me super far, but... Excuse you. I don't want to look at my camera right now. There we go. What do you mean, S? What started? Ah, that support, okay. I thought you were on like call for tech support or something, and I was like, what is he talking about? Hey, let me try and adjust this light a little bit. There, that still helps light me up a little bit without being in my eyes. Okay, we're good. That's tomorrow night, oh geez. Our little doggies coming along. Let's do the dachshund. Let's do a tri-dachshund. Ah, gotcha. Well, that sucks. Oh, okay, that's good at least. And you can kind of chill. Hey, Queen, how you doing? Yeah, don't mind you asking at all. I really love Nomad Sculpt. That's what I use for pretty much... Oh, holy moly. That's what I use for pretty much all of my designs. And in my personal opinion, I think is a lot more user-friendly than most other sculpting programs I've found out there. Oh my gosh, which one are you asking? Are people asking you for again? They've been asking you for so many. I'm working on it. We're literally working on it right now. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it's like $15 on the iPad, I think. I really like it. Yeah, Hawk, I need to do more cats too. I mean, I have cats. Hold on, where'd my new baby go? I have a little Sphinx cat that I did. He's so cute. Oh my gosh, dude, the Chihuahua's in this batch, okay? Here, I'm working on it. Look. Oh, no, honey, come back. There it is. It's right there. It's coming, I swear. February. Hold on, let me check what date. Oh, thank you, Country Dane. February 9th. February 9th, you get Chihuahuas and Hound Dogs and Pit Bulls and most of the bully breeds. I have Great Danes too. They're going to be in March. Where'd he go? Here's my Dane. Look at his little big chunky noggin. I got all the things. I just need time to release them. And where'd she go? Hold on. I have another thing to show you. I do have more kitties coming. Hold please. Yep, the pity is in this batch, Michaela. Then here, look at my long-haired kitty. My little long-haired kitty cat coming. Yes. Oh, thank you, Country Dane. Yeah, look, see, the pity is right here. He's about to get colored right after the doxy. Fair, I know, this is the color that I happen to have on the plate. And I was too lazy to change it out. So I was like, we're running kitty in a tricolor. It's fine. Chihuahua is right here. Oops. This guy. I just haven't painted him yet. And we got Boston Terrier, Frenchie, Beagle, Pug, Boxer, English Bulldog, Basset Hound, Dachshund, Pit Bull. I'm gonna do like a Staffordshire Terrier too, in addition to the Pit Bull with cropped ears. Let's see, where was I? I got his feets. I know, I love the Basset. All of the hounds have floppy ears too, which I'm very excited about. Hold on, let me show you. Nope, that's the Pug. Where's... Like, this is the Beagle. Look at his little ears. The floppy ears on the hounds is like my favorite. I am painting them in Bamboo Studio. Let's see, I got distracted. Where am I going with Dachshund? Do I need to add any other markings? Let's do a little more on the legs. Right? I love it. I'm obsessed with them. Oh, yay! Yeah, the wolves are so fun. Yeah, I post a lot of things, so it's easy to miss them on occasion. Oh, thanks, Michaela. Treat yourself. Oh, the bunch of chameleons, that's awesome. The chameleons are a popular one. Do you want a sneak peek? Hold on. Let me see. I think I can do this without unplugging my headset this time. I have a baby chameleon coming in February. Look at him. Look at how he's so dark. You can't hardly see him, but he is adorable and he's so floppy. Shh, honk. Listen. All of my tech is hand-me-down from my husband. And this is the headset that I currently had available without going to get anything extra. I will correct that. Not all of my tech. All of my desktop computer tech is hand-me-down from my husband. Which, speaking of, he needs to update my computer for me because my desktop is having a struggle lately. They'll want him, exactly. I might. Hey, Beaded Beauties, thanks for the follow. Geckos are so cute. A lot of other people also do geckos, though. And see, like, here's the thing. Matt Meyer Makes is one of my favorite designers. So many of his designs come out, and I'm like, first of all, that was on my list. But I cannot do one better than what he has already done. So I don't want to do one now. An iguana is actually on my list. That is probably going to be in the Patreon poll this upcoming month. To see if people want that. Because I've really seen many iguanas, and they're so cool. And that would be a really fun one. Like all their like frills and all that. So fun. Bright colors. The tail, exactly. Yeah, see, like I think the iguana is more likely to come first before a gecko. Again, partially because everybody is doing geckos. Um and it's like I want to make things I want to bring different things, right? Um and also just because I like iguanas better. I think that they're cooler. See, that's the thing, Hawk, is Matt Meyer Makes has a bearded dragon, and I don't think I can make one better than what he does. And it's like, not all the things I make I have to like better than what else is out there, but it's like I really like his. And I just want to let it be its thing, you know? Hey, married, I am working on yes, I'm working on coloring the new set of doggies coming out in February. Getting them ready for multicolor printing. We are trudging along. We're knocking them out. I sculpted these doggies like a month ago, and then they've been in testing, and then I need to finally get around to doing this. A koala would be fun. The miniature schnauzer is not in this set. Okay, I have one more spot for the next set for March. I'm gonna make that the mini schnauzer because I keep getting so many requests for that. Thank you, Michaela. And yeah, Bamboo Studio, thank you for answering that, Hawk. It is, I mean, everything is hard at first, right? Like, when you're first learning something, it's always hard. And then, once you get better at it, it's a lot easier. I feel like sculpting definitely helps if you have some design background. Like, I've done 2D design for the past decade. So it was a learning curve, but not like too big of a jump to go from 2D to 3D for me. And so it's like I might be biased about like. It took me probably a couple months to get comfortable in Nomad before I felt like was getting a better workflow going. What am I searching for? Pitbull. And then if you watch me, it looks easy. But yeah, I think sculpting like in Nomad is a lot easier than some other sculpting programs. You know, it's all relative, right? And so the easier, more intuitive your tools are, the easier time you're going to have. So like it's hard at first, always, but I feel like picking up Nomad is easier than some other things. A Daegu? Hold, please. Oh my gosh, those are so cute. Those are cute little creatures. I should do a chinchilla. I should release the chinchilla with my little fuzzy critter set that I have coming. Hold on, I need to add that to my list. We're gonna add that on my phone. Or a sugar glider? My sister has sugar gliders. They're great. A sugar glider? You keep getting asked? Okay, hold on. Let me add this to my list. I do have a list. Sometimes people think I'm exaggerating when I say I gotta add things to my list and I don't. Look at my list. It's giant. Okay. Come here, please. Let's see, sugar glider. Chinchilla. Oh, they all passed of old age. That's so sad. Yeah, blocking in and stuff is really good on Nomad, really easily. Um, but yeah, ZBrush. I mean, ZBrush has it's a lot more in depth. I feel. I feel for me, like Nomad does everything I want it to. For me, it's also important that I can work on it on the iPad because that is better for my wrist problems. And ZBrush is expensive. So, and like as far as detail and stuff, you mostly add all my own texture brushes in Nomad. So, I'm pretty happy with it. 3 live to be 18 years and 1 live to be 26 years old. That's great. Oh my gosh, magic glitter. That's so funny. So yes, sugar gliders and chinchillas are added to my list. It's not. They set it down. No. Sugar glider. It does take a long time to print all the dogs. Yes, Golden Doodle is in my next batch. He's tested. He's right here. He's not colored, obviously, but he is ready to go. He'll be in March. What am I doing? Let's go back to Pitbull markings. Yes, they're a lot of fun when you can do the multicolor prints. Okay, doke, pause. The Boston is in this set that I'm working on right now. Here, hold please. Look, there he is. He's just not painted yet. Soon. The Golden Doodle, it'll go. I release these guys in sets. Primarily because I'm lazy and I don't want to spam my whole Cults 3D file listings with dozens of dogs. So they come out in like sets of like 8 to 10. So the Golden Doodle will be in my March set, which most of my sets are around like $3.50, $4, something like that, because there's more. Most of my files are around $2. But because you get so many in one set, these sets are a little bit more pricey. You're figuring out your printer? Nice. There's definitely a learning curve there, but it's great when you start having more success. Dude. My Fennec Fox has been done for months, and it's driving me crazy that I have not released it yet. Hold on. The Patreon members in Discord hate me because I do designs like months ahead in advance. I did this in November, and it's been driving me crazy that I have not been able to release them yet. But again, I like to spread out what types of designs I do. And I don't want... This particular month that I made these, I had a whole flexi spree. I made like 5 different sets of flexies, and I didn't want to just overwhelm my Patreon members with those guys. So this guy comes out... These come out in March, but I adore them. They are some of my favorites, and it is killing me that they are not out yet. So yes. The black and white cat says 16 hours. Yep, that sounds about right. Yeah, basically if I'm doing a multicolor file, yabba dabba doo, I toss on as many things as that are in that same color scheme that I can fit on the plate to help make it more efficient, because it's going to do the same amount of color changes, which just takes up the most amount of time. And then at that point, adding on extra models, like extra cats or dogs or whatever, doesn't add on too much extra time if you have space. Ooh, the ring-tailed lemur would be fun. Yeah, I love torturing y'all. Listen, Hawk, I'm torturing myself just as much, so it's only fair that y'all can share my pain. Because I get excited about these things and I'm like, I have to show somebody. Otherwise, I'm going to have a problem. So I get to show y'all. And then y'all get to suffer waiting along with me. Because I have to have a buffer for myself, because weeks like this week where I can hardly get out of bed because my body decided to bork itself, you know, I need to have a buffer for these things. Yep, all of these, not all of the little guys, like the ones that are this size and the guys that I'm painting right now, they all have versions with a keychain loop in their tails and versions without. Oh, I'm glad your sister loves the cats. I know, right, country? We got all sorts of fun ideas. And I never have a limit of ideas with keeping all of y'all around too. Y'all always keep me inspired and rolling, just like this, adding things to my list. Let's see, little guy. Let's do this. Let's give him a white tummy. Let's give him white toes. Really, puppy? What do you need? You don't need anything. You went on a walk like an hour ago. And it is not even close to time to eat. Not even a little bit. Not even close. Let's see. You're gonna leave that. You know, I should give the pity a brown nose, shouldn't I? I should give him a brown nose instead of a black nose. We're gonna do that. What is that? Why? There's like a weird pixel. I do have cats. I have currently one cat model out. And in March, which is just like a regular domestic short-haired cat, I need to do a lot more coat patterns on that particular cat. And in March, I have a long-haired kitty and a Sphinx kitty coming out. Oh, she's been trying to sculpt a cat. That's awesome. I do need to do, somebody was requesting that I do a tutorial of like how I sculpt, like put together a face, like animal head. So I need to do that tutorial, just kind of show how I pull out, warp all my shapes, get all the basic shapes in, you know? Hey, thanks for the follow. Yeah, so the links, basically I sculpt in, I add a circle, and then I hollow out my circle a little bit. And then I go in, once I have my circle kind of hollowed out to where it's like a cup on one side, then I go in and I add in the program that I use, Nomad Sculpt, as has preset donuts, torus shapes. And so I go in and I add, that is actually in many of the several YouTube tutorials. But yeah, if you want to actually see how it's done, I do have videos on that. But are y'all seeing this weird pixel thing happening right here on his nose? I'm like, why are you like that? Anyway, sorry. You've seen it on yours. I appreciate you. But yeah, so basically I add those donuts and I interlock the donuts together. And then if you go watch the tutorial, it explains it and shows it all better, obviously. But then I kind of warp and pull down the edges and stuff of those donuts to meld them into my body pieces to make sure that they're, you know, all internally supported. They're not flopping all over the place. Things like that. But yeah, that's definitely one of the things that, like, when I was first learning how to do flexies, I was like, in theory I understand, but then like I try to go work on it and my brain kind of hurt. And I was like, I would sit here being like, how do I do this thing? But now it's, you know, super easy. I've done dozens of them. So once you kind of get over, like, once you it kind of clicks in your brain, then you're like, oh, like, this is how the things work. But it's just like a learning curve because we don't, you know, we don't work with things like that often, where you have to think about those kind of things. Oh my gosh, Hawk. Great. I cannot. I need to add those to my list in the future. Or at least the ones that I like. Because you know some of these things I go in there and I'm like, absolutely not. And some of them are really, really good. You're gonna go check and report back. Let's see, I want to get his head straightened out. Okay, sounds good, Country Dane. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you. Have a good rest of your night. Yeah, I hope to see you again around here. I try to stream pretty often. But have a good night. Let's see. There we go. Nope, I need to make this larger. Come on, there we go. Just a little. Yeah, that'll do. There we go. There's my little pit bull. Let's add a chihuahua. What kind of markings do I want to do for him? I do want to do a tricolor, add a tricolor chihuahua eventually, but I don't think I want to start with that. I think I want to start with like a white and cream one. Okay, I think I'm gonna do white and his little eyebrows. And cheeks, yeah. Spots on the face. Yeah, I'm looking like a lot of them have like white kind of like on their eyebrows. And like on their muzzle and cheeks. And then like white belly. And sometimes like some white toes. So we're gonna go with that for now. like that. Let's do white inside the ears. Then like little tiny bit on the toes. Boop. Actually, let's do white further up on the back feet. There we go. What you doing, Snoopy? Huh? What you doing? Are you getting in trouble? Are you getting in trouble? Thanks. There we go. There's the little chihuahua. Rolling words rolling right along. Boston. Okay. Let's do his little neck and his legs. And I'm gonna do its face and belly. No, my brain is working at the normal amount of fogginess and issues with words. Yeah, I've made it through the day feeling like normal level of body functioning for me, which is great. Because I've felt horrid since Wednesday. So we love this. We're going to try to keep this up. I also didn't feel like passing out after I ate, which was great. I worked on, I ate some little peanut butter protein balls right when I got up. And then I had some oatmeal. And then I ate dinner at a somewhat reasonable time. And ate like a slightly smaller portion than I would have normally gotten, because normally by the time I eat dinner I'm starving because I have not eaten. It was like just a steak and rice. Ate that, seemed to handle everything fine. So we're gonna try and keep up this kind of regimen and see if it helps my body. Because I was talking to Kiribati about it, and I was like, I know, it's real good. I was like, I need to work on just, like, eating a small amounts of things during the day, that it's not just total crap to eat. So that way, by the time I get to dinner time, I'm not starving, and I don't eat, like, too fast, and, like, my body has a hard time processing it. Because my body has a hard time processing food regardless of what I do. And I know I already have issues with blood sugar anyway. And so, like, not eating early enough, because I'm, like you said, I don't really think about it because I don't necessarily get proper hunger cues from my body. Not eating early enough, so then my blood sugar's getting all out of whack, and then my blood sugar's getting all out of whack because I haven't eaten, and then I'm starting to eat, and then I eat too many things at once because now I'm hungry and I feel like I'm dying, and then I think it's just like overloads my body way too much. It's like we can't be doing all these things. This is too much stress. We gotta shut down for a little while. I am hoping that's all that's happening, and I can kind of like remedy this by working on that. So we'll see. Wish me luck. So y'all can remind me during the day after I get up You're like, have you eaten anything? Go eat some oatmeal or something. Ooh, that's a good idea. Other half is smart. Very smart. Oops. That nose looks crooked. It is crooked, that's why. That's why we gotta check all angles of things. There, let's see. Is that better? Yes, that's significantly better. It's still slightly crooked on this edge. Let's fix this a little bit more. crunchy. Hey, BK, thank you. I really appreciate it. Definitely feeling back to my normal status again, thankfully. How are you doing? Aw, thank you. And good. I'm glad you're doing good. They are coming along. I'm always really excited to print the next batch of dogs. 'Cause there's so many, and they all come out looking so different. So this will be the February batch. Sculpting is hard. It takes a lot of practice. It's so fun though. I mean, I think any kind of 3D design where you get to then 3D print it is so fun because then you get to hold the thing and it's so exciting. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Uh, lots of practice and determination. I started 3D sculpting with probably the hardest thing I possibly could have picked, which was a flexi. But I wanted the thing, so I figured it out. So I learned a lot in that first project. Ooh, 3D lithophane boxes are super cool. Yeah, that's exciting. And just wait for me to do them for you. I mean, to be fair, I do a lot of them, but I'm not the only person that you get files from, old dudes. And I sure ain't painting anybody else's files but my own. Oops. My bad. But the best. I appreciate that. I love you guys. I know, right? I got a little scrolly thing. I'm learning. I'm figuring these things out. We're trying to look professional out here. Right? I thought it worked well. I do still very appreciate the box that you made me, and I still need to test print that now that I am feeling alive again. Professional. You're also professional, okay? Listen, you have your own Patreon now. You're official. Okay. I think that'll do it for the Frenchie. Beagle. You know what? I think actually... Yeah, we'll do that while I'm coloring. This. His arms, white, white. Boom, boom, boom. His tail. Okay. Oh no, pause. Can the rest of you hear? Or is it just her? Right, BK? You can hear? Okay, great. Good, good, good. Thank y'all. Yeah, the fill feature is great. It doesn't, there are many spots on my models that it doesn't work because I like to make things hard on myself, and I sculpt with a lot of organic shapes that merge together. I've gotten better at that. Better at not merging things together when I know I shouldn't be, because that'll make coloring easier, like these eyeballs. But there are some things that I just have to make hard on myself, which is why I do the painting for y'all, because I know most of my models are a pain in the butt to paint. Okay, glad you can work. Your work's better now. Pause. I know, right? Oh no, come back. There we go. Yeah, exactly, BK. That's why I decimate the heck out of all my models before I export them to y'all. I did learn my lesson on that fairly early on. And I was like, why is it taking so long to slice my files and do all these things? And then we were looking into it, and my husband was like, your files have like 30 million triangles. And I was like, I don't know what that means. And he was like, that means that you need to change immediately. So then I learned how to decimate my files. And now we don't have that problem anymore. The girls in your house want all the dogs. Aww. Well, I am having all the dogs coming eventually. People are like, are you just gonna keep releasing dogs? And I'm like, yeah, as long as people are still asking for different breeds, we're gonna have different dogs. We gotta catch them all, you know? Yeah, exactly, old dudes. I was, cause you know, I sculpt on my iPad. Thank you for the follow, Ryan. All the dogs. I sculpt on my iPad, and then I Google Drive everything over to my desktop. And so I was sitting there like, why is it taking 10 minutes to, like, export one file to my Google Drive? I hate this. And my husband was like, that should not be a thing. The Schnauzer will be in March. I just decided that because I have had so many requests for the Schnauzer. So I have one spot left to fill in that March set that I've not made yet. So it's going to be the Schnauzer. Exactly. When I have dog houses, I have to have all the breeds. See, like BK, I knew what I was getting into when I committed to doing dog breeds at all. Because I've been in the pet industry with pet portraiture and dog training and stuff for years, and I'm like, if I'm gonna do a dog breed thing, I have to plan on committing to all the breeds. That's why it took me a little while to start doing these dogs, because I was like, I need to be mentally prepared. But I need to be doing these all the time. And thank you for the share. I'm gonna be honest. Just shape, you cannot get it to work. Hey, thanks for the follow, Quicksilver. Insert text on a curved surface? I'm not sure. I know how to do insert text. If I'm doing text stuff at all, I'm working in Fusion 360. That's my experience there. So if anybody else has more experience in other programs with text, that's what I was thinking. One of the slicers, I think, can do that. Can Prusa Slicer do it on a curved surface too, Hawk? Or just a flat surface? I wasn't sure. Old dudes, I don't know. Is there there should be like a share button? Or, there should be like a share button, and then you can do like add to your stories or reshare or something like that. You can do it in Bamboo Slicer too. Cool. Good to know. Good to know. See, I knew y'all would be able to help out. I'm very much a, like, I know what I know kind of person. And I will help how I can, but I don't know everything. Ooh, you designed a handle for a tool? That's awesome. It says everything except to TikTok. That's weird. I think he's trying to share the live. Yeah, this stream to your TikTok. And like it says other people are doing it. So how are they doing it? You know? Yeah, see, Michaela did it. Thanks, Michaela. How do you do that? Can you teach old dudes how to do that? Otherwise, she's just bragging. Every other option except for TikTok. Goodness gracious. Yeah, Michaela, you got to help a brother out. Oh, you figured it out. Awesome. Have a good night, Quicksilver. Thanks for the follow. Old dudes, where'd you find it? What am I doing? Only to messages. Interesting. So when it says you shared the live, it means you like sent it to somebody in a message, not like how the reshare feature works. It was on your phone. Let's see. What am I doing? You hit the arrow. Interesting. Oops. I was like, I was going to look at something and I could not remember what it was. I was going to look from this angle at these little white spots. So I could fill some of these in. Oh, interesting, Michaela. Yeah, it doesn't say where, it just says shared, which like either way is good, right? But yeah, it feels weird that you wouldn't. It feels like you should be able to share a live, like how the same way that you reshare videos on TikTok to where it pushes it out to people's feeds. You know? I don't know, man. TikTok is weird. Post it to your story or something. Gotcha, it makes sense. Yeah, dude, old dudes, I agree. TikTok, they're always changing things, and so it's hard to keep up. But yeah, I definitely get way more views and engagement and stuff most often on TikTok. Sometimes Instagram surprises me, but for the most part, it's really TikTok that's winning it out. Oh, nice. Yep. That checks out. Yeah, like I said, every once in a while, Insta will surprise me and, like, shoot me up a ton of views. And I'm like, where did that come from? But for the most part, it's TikTok. TikTok's easily my fastest growing platform. Yeah, exactly. That definitely helps. Oops. We're almost done. I really love the bamboo printers. They're a little bit pricier than like the Enders, but way more reliable, way faster. Um, and like the Bamboo A1 that just recently come out is really not that bad of a price. I think it's on sale right now for like 400. Um, but I love the bamboo printers. They'll always be my first recommendation. Alrighty, now let's do the pug, and then we're done. Yep, 450 for the combo, which means you have the multicolor capability too. Yeah, the P1 is great. I actually just got that one. Is the P1S. I love it. It's super. I personally like the enclosures too. And it's because especially like it's humid here and like the temperatures fluctuate a lot, and so that having the enclosure helps eliminate a lot of failures that can happen due to like climate and environment changing. So yeah, I definitely recommend the P1S. It's great. And you can either grab the AMS combo with it, or you can add the AMS later if you decide you want to get into multicolor printing, which is great. Whoops. Oh yeah, absolutely. Like the X1C was my first. Let's see, hold on. That mirrors. That one on that side is the X1C. That was the first bamboo printer we got. The P1S honestly is extremely similar in functionality. But yeah, literally we just opened it up, hooked it up, plugged it in, followed the instructions for just like letting it integrate, like plugging it up, hooked up the app that it has for it, and then it just goes. Did like a little test print, and that's it. Like, literally so easy. Yep, exactly. And that's the nice thing too, is like once you get it actually unpacked and like started up, it's gonna print perfectly right out of the box. Like you don't have to go and like tinkering and tuning in your settings and any of that like you do with a lot of other printers brand new. Like once it is ready and physically ready to print, it will print things well for you. Unless there's like some major issue that you should like return it for. Yeah, true, old dudes. But that's like you just you turn that on, and then you can go do something. It's not like you're manually calibrating and tuning it. You just push the button and then let it go. You know? Yes, totally, Michaela. Do it. Hey, Bella, how are you doing? Ooh, that's awesome, Frontman. Yes, I love the X1C. Like I said, that was my first bamboo printer, so it was blown away. So great. There you go, Michaela. Yep, give you stuff to work on in between taking care of them. Yep, exactly, old dudes. Pretty much. You got a puppy? Oh my gosh. What kind of puppy did you get? Have you told me this already? I feel like maybe we've mentioned this. My brain has not been working at all the past week, though, so it's very possible I forgot. This is in Bamboo Studio, but I made these models in Nomad. But getting them colored for multicolor printing in a Bamboo Studio here. Yep, exactly, old dudes. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, like my husband's been doing 3D printing for like 10 years. He's, built printers from scratch. He's worked with them at work, professionally, as a hobby, all that. And he had a Prusa. Well, technically we still have the Prusa before we got the Bamboo. And we love the Prusa. It did gorgeous prints. He had it like tuned into a T. But like we started up the X1C when we got it and ran it, and he was like, oh my gosh. He was like, I'm never recommending another printer to anybody because like this is so much more user friendly and much better quality, especially with for how user friendly it is, than any other printers on the market. Like, you can't beat that currently. You got a red Merle Aussie. I love the red Merle. It is insane, frontman. The red Merle is like my favorite coat pattern color for like any of the herding breeds. Like the blue Merle's so pretty, but the red Merle is so unique. I do need to do I need to do a Merle coat pattern for my Aussie model. It will happen, I promise. You went for a tri-female and came with a male Merle instead. That's great. Yeah, sometimes it happens like that. You've been printing non-stop for 4 days. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, Michaela, if you have pictures of your doggy on your TikTok, I'm gonna have to go look at them afterwards. It's old dudes is seeing cute dog pictures without me. I'm missing out. Yeah, I know. Did you hear about that? Are you crying about it too? Really? All that? What are we crying about now? It's still not dinner time. I know, like, you think it is, but it's not. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You have 2 videos. Super. I'm gonna go look at those after I get off of here. Oops. Whoops, sorry I bumped that. Oh my gosh, Michaela, that's amazing. I love that. He is a human. I think I liked how he looked when I had those connected better. Let's go back. There we go. Yeah, I like that better. Okay, BK. See you later. Thanks for popping in for a little bit. Hope you have a good rest of your night. Oh my gosh, old dudes. Oh, that's funny. Look at them all. I think they're done. Let me see, did I miss anything important? I think that's it. Ta-da! I'll run this set tonight, probably. And then I have to go in. He looks slightly angry. Let's make him a little bit less angry. And so this is the set that does not have keychains in their tails. So after they print, and I know for sure that I like them, then I'll be repainting the set with the keychain holes also. There we go. Thanks, old dudes. I think they turned out good. I wasn't sure how I was gonna be able to arrange this set until I started looking at all my references, because so far the dogs that I've done have been like black, brown, and white, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to fit in this tan color. But then I was like, oh, and normally I had a fourth color for eyes, so I have a fourth color I can utilize. I just need to put it in different places. So got these guys all sorted, ready to go. What time is it? 1:30? We can work a little bit longer. Let's do, instead of painting, let's go to my, yep, I'll run all those at once. That's why, all of them have the 4 colors. Like, if I was going to be mass producing these, and selling them, and I need, because I don't need a ton of each one, right? If I needed a ton of each one, then I would pick the dogs that, like, you know, the beagle, the boxer, you know, all the dogs that have all the red, black, and white. And I would print all those, so that way I'm not worrying about the tan switching in and out. Or if I have a bunch of dogs that are just black and white, I would run a bunch of black and white. But since I don't want multiples of each one, then I just max out my 4 colors and I just run them all at once. Yep, exactly. So, like, technically these have all the same colors. But you could get a shorter print time running the beagle, not with the pug, because then it wouldn't be doing an extra color change for the tan, you know? But since I don't want a ton of the same dogs, I'll probably just run them all at once. Goodness. We just sold you on the printer? Yes. You need at least 10 each from our first show in this year? Oh my goodness. Yeah, so just do, like, this is 10, right? So this pretty much maxes out a build plate. At least at 100% scale, y'all know you can scale these down. So yeah, just like run one plate of each dog. Full plate, you know? What am I doing? I want to get my screencasting. Air server, that's what I want. Then over here, in my TikTok, we're going to show this one. Over here. Move this over here. There we go. Now let's turn on my screen mirroring of all the dogs. Yup. Goodness gracious, exactly. Dude, these doggies sell like hotcakes. Like, I know everybody's not here for the dogs, but, like, I made them because I knew they would sell for y'all. Okay, what am I working on today? I want to work on a new fox. I want to work on a fox book nook. Let's see. Let's open the old book nook. And kittens. Yep. I need to get more coat patterns out there for y'all. Hawk, what did you do? Did you forget to save things again? Keyring racks to hold? Yes, totally. I know, Michaela. I was scrolling. I found someone else, another one of my sellers on a TikTok live today. Like, they're part of Patreon, which is always great. I I haven't actually run across any unauthorized sellers on TikTok Live yet, which is super great. But yeah, I was coming, and it's almost always the dogs I see them selling. It's the dogs, the chameleons, the bookends, are the most popular ones that I'm seeing on TikTok Live, at least. Cal, what are you doing? Hawk, what issues are you having? Because I don't necessarily import, like, the brushes themselves. You import, the alpha image, not the brush file itself. Here, hold on, I can, excuse me, I can show. Look. So you're gonna wanna, okay, actually, I might be being dumb. You may be able to import brush files directly. I've not done that. Normally, I import just the photo. You import the image and make a brush, exactly. So I don't think you can take a Photoshop brush and import it into Nomad. Photoshop has its own whole SKU and coding for their own brushes anyway. Procreate brushes are more simple. There's a higher possibility you can import those brushes. But basically, like I do, if I have different brushes, I go to whatever program I use the brushes with, the 2D art program, just stamp them out on a piece of, on a canvas, and then save those so that I can then import the image into Nomad. You stay away from so many dragons? Exactly. So many people have the dragons. Or at least the Cinderwing dragons. They are everywhere. Let's see. Why are you frozen? Come back. There we go. Cancel. Let's save. Cal. I know you're like pretending like you're putting your toy in that box on accident, but I know it's not an accident. No. Fox bookneck. Delete. Yeah, see, that's why I started making dragons, is because I didn't see dragons that I wanted. I was like, that's not my dragons. I want my dragons. I'm selfish. And then here we are. And then I just kept doing it. Oh, that's awesome. That makes me happy. Okay, how do I want to do this? I'm still on the center line here, so that's good. Hawk, here, hold please. We can have a lesson in this too. Screen size. Over here. Let's see, where'd it go? I think it's under share, add. Dude, it's been a while since I've done Procreate. Canvas. Yep, it's gonna be under sharing, and then you're gonna save your image. Aw, thanks, Paws. Yeah, the wolf is a good one. 2 hours of tutorials in it today. I can do Procreate tutorials too. But yeah, Hawk, it's under that. It's under the share settings, and pick whichever file type you want to do, and then you're gonna do the save image. Ta-da! What are you doing? Are you roughhousing? Are you being crazy? Oh my gosh, old dudes, I know. iPad is the worst file management ever. I hate it. I have such a love-hate relationship with my iPad. Like, you do all the things that I want you to do, but also, like, no, not quite in the way that I want you to. Where is... Here's my reference. Let's pull this over to this display. Fox. Android could never, I know. I'm telling you, the iPad is the only thing in our entire house that is Apple. Hey! Cal, lay down. Lay down. Leave that stuff alone. Yeah. We are an Android household. I grew up in an Android household also. But the iPad is superior for design. Dude, don't do it. If you want to do anything with design, just get an iPad. Like, bite your pride and just get an iPad, because it's gonna do what you need the best. You don't have to become an Apple household. Like, my husband worked in marketing at Google for a while, and he was like, even at Google, we used Macs for like marketing and design stuff because they're the best. Yep, exactly, old dudes. The Samsung Galaxy tablet? Yeah, I haven't played around with that. Oops. Nice. Yeah, we have the Google Pixel phones and Windows computers. What are you two doing? Are you roughhousing? Stop dropping your toy on my stuff. Hey, thank y'all for the follows. I appreciate it. chipped builds. The pages, I just used a texture from one of my brushes. I think technically that is a... What kind of texture is that? Here, let's go to brushes. Validate that. I think this might actually be one that came with Nomad. It's just like a... They call it like scratch texture. And so I just did that all the way down the sides and then blurred it a little bit. Just to kind of give it that illusion of pages. Oops. Oh, thank you. Lots of practice. I appreciate it. Oops. Cow, lay down. You're fine. go. Good night, Alan. I'll talk to you later. my gosh, no. I will after this. I forgot. Again. Because I always have a half a dozen things in my brain at once. Yeah, no worries. I will do that when I get off of here. Feel free to keep reminding me. Ooh, yeah, for flexies. Yeah, those are tough to get used to and wrap your brain around. I don't remember how to trim. This one? This button? Zoop. Oh no, you don't know how to get out. I don't even know how to get in, so I cannot help you. You don't even know how you got into it. Wait, what do you mean it makes you think you're quitting the stream? To get out of the horizontal mode, you mean? Is that what you're talking about? Square by the middle right side of the screen, gotcha. Interesting. he's back. you, Lily. Yes, this is a book nook, and I'm actually just about done with it. Little foxies. Aw, thanks, Cryptid. How are you doing? Good, I'm glad you're doing good. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm so happy that you like them. And yes, I'm doing much better today than I have been earlier in the week. I feel like I'm kind of back in my normal equilibrium again. Yeah, thank you. Just about done with these guys here, actually. push that foot in. Okay. I think this is good. Alrighty, so we finished these guys, and we got the next batch of doggies painted to go for multicolor printing. See how that goes. So I'm gonna get off for the night, and I'll probably be back on tomorrow, assuming I'm still feeling good. And I appreciate all y'all hanging out and chilling, and I hope y'all have a good rest of your day or evening, whatever time it is where you're at. But thanks for hanging out. Bye.